Guys, it's another week of top decks, and it is the week before Premium BRO. So I can assume that a lot of people are hiding their techs. Probably, I actually can't wait. Can't wait to see what people are gonna bring, right? Because it's a new format. It's a new format. Everyone has ideas. Everyone has like ideas on what is good, right? And what is good. And we haven't had like a big get together where we can sit down and just beat each other up in a safe format. So here we are. It's just happening in a couple of days. The deck registrations are already locked in, so you can't change your deck. So if you look at this, this video and you see some cool premium ideas, too bad, boys. Too bad you can't use them anymore unless you've already put them in. Right? But yeah, we have a big top decks today. I did some changes to the sound setup as well, because just playing around with things. And so yeah, if there's anything weird, let me know. But lots of random issues popped up as well. So if I'm missing your deck, remember you can just send me a message. I'll have to include it in the next week's deck. It's just Twitter. It's technology. You know, it's technology. All that kind of jazz. Also, if you're not sure how this works, remember all the Japanese decks are featured first in each section. We divide these by decks, clans, you know, ride lines, and then at the end of each section is the hashtag VG top decks. That is the ones that where you submit the decks, and I put the Japanese format one first. They're usually first, followed by the English one at the last one, because it's just a different format, right? So yeah, we'll get started with standard. Of course, it's just me today, right? It's still me because Kelvin's still busy. So yeah, it's gonna be a solo run, right? Solo run. Now let's look at this Nirvana. Let's get started with Nirvana. Pretty standard Nirvana. We're like 3 weeks away, I think. Like Christmas Eve is when set 4 hits. So overall, the Nirvana decks have been pretty much just like set into stone. This was actually not that standard. It's only running 2 Hypnos. You should be running 4. That is the card to get. So in like a week, right? In a week when this set 3 stuff hits, you know what to buy, right? You know what to buy. Next we have is another one here. You see this guy's done it correctly for Hypnos. This is going to be the format where we are playing for BRO, right? We're still waiting on that Seraph Snow promo. Come on guys, let us know. Don't become a Pursuit Assault, right? Don't become a Pursuit Assault. But yeah, I think this looks like a pretty standard list for Nirvana, right? No, you don't have to run the grade 3s, but if you do, you can just cut some other cards like some Irenas. But yeah, right, this is kind of where you want to be at. Here is just another one here. This guy is running like 3 Expectors, which is a bit high. Normally you just see 2 Expectors. Also running some Blaze Maidens, so this is like not a straightforward, not a very standard deck. And this one is Ashwin, got standard FRF, got shot in finals 3rd week in a row. I think it's always a different fight in Star for the 20. Forgot to mention this before, but cut 1 Expector, include 1 base for Arena. Being able to bash early is quite important in a couple of matchups. That's right. I agree. I think people value like Expector too much and forget that Irina bashes pretty well, right? She hits like, you can easily hit 30k for no reason, you know? And if you're going first, that can probably win your games, right? So don't hate on Varina. You don't even have to use the Soul Blast 2 effect, let's be real, right? If you're worried about Soul, you don't have to use it. It still beats, right? It still beats. So yeah, I totally agree with that. We also have a Eugene deck that topped in Japan as well, which is surprising, right? It's surprising. But yeah, it's just it's set 3 Eugene, pretty good. I think it's pretty nice. It doesn't run any of the capture order, or none of the new orders, it seems, right? None of the new orders. So it's kind of interesting. Just you still have the retire, you still just get a bunch of power, but only 3 attacks, right? So that's how it is. We also have like a couple of Bavsargras as well. This is Evlov from Korea. It was running it's like TD plus, right? I guess that's what you want to call it, TD plus. Madokai is just an amazing card. Literally 15k shield just makes everything work. It looks like it's running just a straight up beatdown deck. Got the Togashis for the soul. Getting the crit is very nice. And you got a bunch of on hits, all that. So yeah, pretty good. And then the second place was a Barrow deck, and this is just like the kind of turbo Barrow deck with not even a maxed out. Not even maxed out the barrows as well, which is pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. Allows you to put more space in the deck, and you don't really, if you're playing a turbo deck, you don't expect the game to go that long anyway. So totally agree with that. And the 4 Pandemonium Tactics to kind of just increase it all. And here, yep, you managed to put in the Gorman, so pretty good. And the next Bav one is from Gary Stefanis. This is from the PTC Weekly Tourney. And winner is Fami with Dragon Empire Bavsargra. So yeah, we see this. I think this is pretty much the same build. Oh no, he's running some grade 3s and extra shield actually. So that's the main difference here. Just not running, I guess not running Togashi Rush and things like that. So yeah, alright, cool. I dig. Alright, and then next we have is Matthew with Brand Great Gravidia. What was that? 16 meteors, right? 16 meteors. Deck actually becomes really good in set 4 as well, so I'm really happy to see that. And then in third place we have Michael with Brandgate Seraph Snow. Yeah, is he even running? Doesn't even look like he's running the PR. So if you guys want to run this deck in English, you can. But he's running 4 of the hand order, which is pretty crazy. And 1 Lebanon. Like the 1 tech Lebanon, always nice to see, right? Always nice to see. So good job, guys. Next we got Bruce. We got a lot of Bruces this week. All right, Bruce making a big resurgence, which is pretty crazy. This is the standard Bruce list that we've been seeing, right? So not much to talk about here. There's basically 3 Bruces. I've talked about every single Bruce thing that features Bruce. There's been 3 kind of decks. Standard deck that we see here with just your good stuff with Bruce. You run the new Regina as well if you want, just to get some. It's like a body plus getting free stuff, which is nice. Another standard Bruce deck. It'll be interesting to see if there's any other Bruce. So here is the kind of more defensive Bruce decks that we've been seeing too. We're on 3 of the 20k order. That for 1 week as well, like in tournaments scene, was huge, right? Another standard list here. The Quenlu Bruce one, where you just kind of wombo combo them with this plus on Eden usually, but this guy's not on Eden, so just make a guard restrict and hope they can't guard it. And then here is just another standard list. So in locals, again, standard, just very standard, right? Standard Bruce is doing well. And the last one is actually a 20k Bruce one. So big Bruce boy, right? Big Bruce boy, defensive. Next we got Barrows, right? Barrow also doing, I guess, okay. It's a very diverse format, right? It's a very diverse format. Everyone's kind of, I think at least for set 3 in Japan, they've kind of settled on like a lot of lists already. We just see the tactics. This guy's of course running an extra Barrow, but still managed to fit in the Gorman, which is the key piece, and just sacked a piece somewhere else, right? Here again, right? It's just yeah, pretty much the same as before. The key things for Pandemonium 2 Gorman that they can put in. Is any other differences? I'm not sure, right? Nothing really stands out as. I think it's just the same. I think it's the same, right? Seeing Dark States Overdress, that's right. So it's all the same. It's all the same. This one as well. Like literally, you think maybe it's just the same guy topping every single tournament, right? Oh no, this guy's running the extraction instead. So that's a big difference. It does let him grab Gormans more, but yeah, supernatural extraction instead. We have Zen Storm here from the Sentinel Games D tournament. Quite surprised seeing Barrow topping in the current meta. Yeah, I think a lot of people are surprised too, but they still managed to do it, right? First was Lucas with Barrow. This is Japanese Barrow, so very nice, very nice. Got a. Actually it's a bit more different, is it, compared to this? Only running 1 of the new grade 2. Usually people run 2, but I guess he's covered that with the Sonica as well. So you've got 3 targets here. So I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay, right? Ben with Flagberg, so not a deck we see very often, but he's actually playing a more kind of rush style if he's running like Elenia here, just to call out more stuff. Very soul heavy though, very soul heavy deck, but it's not running any of the Soul Charge too, which is interesting. But yeah, cool. And then third we have Nirvana again, another Nirvana with 3 Expector, and just I think it's like 3 Expected True Viruna, because that's the only places you can cut, right? So pretty nice. And then lastly for the Bruces we have Pero Pero, 4th league tournament in Curico, Chile. First was Maori with Baromagnes. So this is a English format list, guys. This is the Turbo Barrow, where we have the 4 Brothers Soul and 2 of the supernatural extraction. And you try to, well, that was kind of old school Turbo, right? So yeah, pretty cool. Second was Zebra with Loro. Yep, it's it's just the Loros, right? It's it's the most popular deck in the format. Yay! And then third, we've got Seraph with Bruce. So, oh, this Bruce, right, running one Marjorie, right? Cool. Yeah. Wait, is that Marjorie? No, I'm getting that. They all blend together. It gives you an extra. It gives you an extra drive check. Gives you an extra drive check. All right. Marjorie was the grade 3. Right? Oh man. All these card names. If only I was young again. I would have a good memory. I could remember all this. Right. So treasure. Play brain games, guys. Play brain games. Get your mind. Keep your mind active. Right. Next we got Greedon. Right, Greedon. So the Girardi has been showing up consistently for the past few weeks. Right. So I think probably the build has kind of been settled. Early on we had Hysteras, but everyone's kind of just moved on to Girardis. So keep in mind, right, if you have Girardi, the first time you ride grade 3, you can immediately just pop in that Greedon and you have 7 damage. You don't have that one turn where you're weak, where you're waiting for the Persona Ride, even though Persona Ride's pretty cool, right? It's a pretty cool effect, but no, just suck it in with that time Girardi and you can immediately pop off, right? Only if you're scared though. If you're like sitting at 1 damage, you can just probably sit around and not do anything, right? So yeah, pretty cool. Here, another Girardi list, alright, so pretty nice. The rest of it is just kind of, I guess, pretty standard, I guess. You know, put your favorite. This is from Brunei as well, so yeah, put your favorite kind of cards in that soul charge or grant you some kind of advantage, right? So this was Azar, right, when taking it home with Greedon, right, pretty cool. Second was Viz with Hexaorb. So yeah, it's running the new Hexaorb card, which is cool. Hexaorb gets some like really nice stuff. Like you get a grade 1 that just searches your Hexaorb, which is like, hit me with a hammer, right? Very, very simple, very simple. Third was Alvin with Dragon Empire, Bavsargra. This guy's on a 3 shield. I have to wonder why 3 shield, right? It seems a bit excessive, you know. You only ever need 1. I'd rather you run like 4 sword, right? 4 sword just seems pretty good. So yeah, interesting. And then 4th place was Bill with Keta Sanctuary Bastion. So yeah, the Ragrill Bastion. True Ragrill Bastion, okay. Right, you don't want to go the full house already. Right? Actually, he's running the Dark Strain replacement, I guess, or the the Order Dark Strain, right? So which is pretty interesting. It's interesting. All right, cool guys. Thanks for the lists. And then lastly, we got Neil FRF November Standard. With DB203, somehow got to top 8 with Greedon, but died in the mirror match in top 8 because of deck out. Yes, it happens. It was really fun and surprised. I mean, this file will push my run below. GG's to everyone I fought, and I'm sorry for all the OT and sacking. Right, sacking. Well, you know, Greedon mirror. What are the chances? All you do is like restand. Oh, I'm out of cards in my deck because I was also soul charging quite a lot too. Right, so yeah, the bad beats. All right, thanks for the lists. Next we got Bastion. I think Bastion's really dropped off, right? Really dropped off. Of course, they found some nice techs with Ragrill, but this guy's not even running the nice techs. He just went back to just the standard kind of list, and it still works, so it's good, right? Here we see a Ragrill list again. You know, this is the new age Bastion. Soon to be next month will be an even newer age of Bastion, where we'll probably see grade 4 Bastions, right? So savor Persona rides. Enjoy them while they last. Another Ragrill list, and then the last one is not a Ragrill list. Okay, we've got a too prideful list. Oh, this is gaudy. This is gaudy. Weekly Vanguard tournament. First place was Bastion. So yeah, it's kind of actually just a weird list, a different list from others. Second place was overdress, and yeah, so another 3 expector one. Third place was Magnolia. All right, Magnolia. So, oh yeah, cool. Right, nice. New grade 4 Magnolia looks really amazing though, but this is actually Zorgnolia. And then 4th place was Meteor. Bunch of meteors. Not gonna count them, but there's like 13 or 14, I guess. So yeah, cool. I mean, running 6 stands. Wow. Okay, so 6 stands and 3 heals. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting lineup, my friend. Interesting lineup. All right, Hexaorb. Let's kind of take a look at Hexaorb. The Hexaorb shop, I guess. Near. It's just here. All right, just here. Hexaorb, yeah, pretty good. All right, pretty good. At least we're seeing a couple of Hexaorbs. Only 2 Hexaorbs this week. New York card fight. Today's winner at Fordham Comics was Vaughn with Hexaorb. Deck names for Lambient Light. Hexaorb really is the greatest, right? Really is the great. Is it really the greatest? Right? I have to keep this in mind when I'm designing, when I'm choosing which ride lines will not top in standard in like a month's time or something, right? But yeah, pretty good job, guys. And then lastly, we did have a Phantom Blaster Dragon this week, which is insane. I think this is maybe the first or the second Phantom Blaster Dragon deck that actually won, right? They did get some support. They got the new grade 2, but that's about it. That's about it. So yeah, it's pretty. I guess it's good to see Phantom Blaster Dragon. He's running 4 Blaster Javelins, which is, I actually like that. It hits 10k, able to push kind of early, which is kind of nice. So yeah, actually something I can agree with, right? Actually something I can agree with. Moving on, let's take a look at Magnolia again. This one won in Japan. We had it's running the Irregulars combo, which is interesting. There's like a return back to the Irregulars combo. Feels like people moved away from it just to run other stuff, but then they went back and they're like, you know, this combo is still pretty good. let me run it. You know, first turn Cooch is pretty nice. So yeah, it's back. It's back. It's not the first time I've seen that list. And they got Iblis here saying I was reluctant to post this for VG top decks as the same list as before. My Magnolia list once again won the Shop League season near perfect. I only played against Bruce, Bastion, Lolo, Felty, Clarissa, and White Wings. I didn't play Clarissa because cards got lost in the mail. Oh dear, man. Ugh. The mail nowadays. It's not great, man. It's not great. Also, since it was questioned last time, regurgitation is for prison. Since you want to snipe per turquoise and call out Husk from Soul as free 15k. Yep, that is actually a good point, right? Pretty good point. Pop their guy that makes you minus 5k. Yeah. So yeah, cool, good stuff. Goes up to regurgitation. I can get behind it now if we're looking at like the Bastion. I think everyone swapped to Roller, right? Even like a lot of the Bastion plays as well, so you don't really have to worry about it. And at the same time, Bastion, well, this isn't set 3 yet. I guess people are getting bored of Bastion, but even in set 3 Bastion, people have replaced Fasados. So you can actually, regurgitation just gets better. Actually just gets better. So yeah, but otherwise another Urgula Kuchi combo as well. So pretty good. Iblis, don't be afraid to post this, man. Just post them. You post them, I'll read them, right? Or I'll see them. Hopefully, unless Twitter messes up. Next we have a Zorga. Alright, so Zorga, we have like 4 of the... Is it this orc thing or an ogre thing? He's holding a giant bat. Right, this has been basically the tech for a while now in Zorga. This is why we've been seeing people run this kind of Zorga list. And I just, when I see why, it's just this card keeps them popping up. I'm able to just kind of scale a bit better as you Alchemagic. So yeah, pretty good, man. Next we have the prison, right? Prison. I think we're nearly entering the territory. We're like, where is the Malachite, right? Where is she? She's supposed to be here. Come on, we're supposed to resolve these issues, right? BRO is coming, guys. It's coming. We need this card, right? We need this card. But otherwise, Seraph Snow, a great. I think it's kind of dropped down to tier 2 deck, right? It used to be tier 1. Now it's like high tier 2, but still very competitive. If you have this deck, you can definitely do very well, and probably just gets better, right? Again, you know, new upgrade announced. It's probably just gonna do better, right? Yeah, a lot of these decks are still kind of pretty standard though. That's just how it is, right? That's how it is. Nothing really that just stands out, you know. So yeah, pretty Seraph Snow, very easy deck to build in my opinion. Also very, it's relatively easy to play too, right? So if you like that kind of consistency, don't be afraid to take it, right? And then lastly, got Merwin again, FRO standard first place. He won, right? Just does what I was saying, right? You know, it's a simple deck, but you can still take a lot of dubs with this deck because it's simple, it's consistent, does what it wants to do, has an element of control to it as well, right? So that's pretty nice. So good job, Merwin. You did it again with this nice mat, right? Oh, look at his feet pics, man. Look at that. Orfist, right? Orfist. So we saw Orfist win one of the big tournaments in Japan recently. Playing kind of a funky deck, I'm gonna have to say. This one's also kind of funky too. He's running 4 of the new order. I just don't understand where the soul is coming from, right? Okay, you've got Burble Mine, you got your crit trigger, but I don't want to waste that kind of resource just to give my guys like an extra plus 5k. My Shadow Token an extra 5k, right? Because I'd rather have like cards in hands like God, especially the crit trigger. So I don't know. I feel like just 4 of the new order is wrong. Right, it's weird. On the other hand, I see 1 of the order, and I like this. I like this lineup way better than what I've been seeing in the past weeks, right? So you can search this. You want more copies of Eclipse Moonlight, so you can naturally draw into it. So you have a turn 2 play, and then yeah, I think that you're on the track to success when you can pull that out, right? So pretty good, pretty good. You have 1 Gravidia list here. It's just a bit funky on the side. Wait. Hang on a sec. I'm buying new glasses, so I can see this better. But this is one of those hybrid Gravidia Orfist lists, right? So you're right. What we surmised before, right? What we surmised before is you ride line up to Gravidia. Your Gravidia searches a couple of meteors. The meteors that you search from Gravidia draw cards. So you start fattening up your hand, right? Fatten them up. And then at a certain point, you can like re-ride into an Orfist just to generate more Shadow Army tokens. But yeah, that's kind of how it works. You can just take advantage of Gravidia grade 3 just to be able to try and draw cards, get some meteors, and funk it up, right? So pretty cool. I think I always like these hybrid lists. And now we are moving into the world of Loro. Not going to stick around much. We're going to kind of zoom through Loros just because I think we all know it is a very strong deck. We're probably going to see a lot of these decks coming up in the next month in your locals. And then at BRO, you're going to see it again, right? You're going to see it again. And there's nothing you can do, right? That is just life. There is one different kind of deck for Loro, is that the ones where we run, I can't remember the name, but it's a grade 1. It's a grade 1 3k that gives another card 10k. So you can pump your Vanguard even higher, so you make your crit guard restrict much more deadlier. So yeah, there's these lists kind of floating around, which is very interesting to see. But the vast majority of players are just running very standard, just the very standard stuff, and that's how they're content with it. They're happy with that, right? So yeah, we also have one Clarissa deck here, which did well, right? It did well. And last we got Iki Azu from the Iki card shop. Champion was Robin Tanuja, running Lyrical Monasterio Loro. Alright, so just another, yeah, running the standard kind of build. So good job, Robin, man. You did well. You did well. See you next time, man. Hope you make it again. Next got some Shaman King. This is Horror. So you just, again, we see Chocolove being the easiest combo of the life, everyone's life. But yeah, this is Horror is just like Shaman King Zorga or Shaman Zorga. Gets to play a bunch of orders a turn, and then has like this weird fairy thing that can help in Oversoul and get even more stuff done. So cool. Anyway, next we have this Yo, and they're still running the Michael combo, which is like pretty nice. Just very seen a lot, right? Very seen a lot. Here, this guy's not running it, but he's got the Trigger Love support and the 15k shield, easiest 15k shield of your life. So yeah, pretty nice. And then here is just another one, right? Running Jam, the John kind of guy. We saw the fairy, the fairy in the early parts of Shaman King, but so after that, I think it's just kind of dropped off in favor, because I guess if you think about it, you just replace this and then probably some other of these cards with Chocolove and Jack. So is it Jack? It's a Jaguar, right? It's a Jaguar. So yeah, was it Mick? It's Mick, dude. Yeah, I'm getting old. I mean, you know, yeah. Essentially, it's a 23k combo. So it's just that good, right? We've got a token Rambo that topped, and then lastly we have a monster. I was about to say Monster Hunter. This is Monster Strike. Monster Strike. Another Irregulars that topped. That's just been kind of doing well for a while. Now let's kind of move to V. All right, V. Remember, guys, BRO next week is like, I think the deadline for V signups. V signups are open now, and V is a hype. Well, at BSFO, it was a super hype format. Of course, it feels like not much has changed, but everyone still has a soft spot for V. So just make sure you can join, man. Make sure to join up, have some fun. This is Jordan Chung, first week of Clan Collection top 3 at locals, trying to save things, sponsored by at Dark Hero 001. So Thing Saver, alright, Thing Saver. It's a solid deck. It's honestly a solid deck. Like people said it was you know, it's a bit too slow. Why does Raging get to restand it immediately? Blah blah blah. Thing Saver can can compress the deck pretty well. Has like a no nonsense just kind of rewrite, which is pretty good. Right, it's pretty good. Just gets multiple attacks. It's like fat blast of blade column. So yeah, I think people a bit too critical of it, but you know, that's life, right? You gotta be critical. Right? Next we have is just a gold Paladin Spectralist that we kind of been seeing quite a lot. Because Spectral's good, bro. It's good, right? And here we got Evelov running a Gurguit deck. Right, Gurguit, that's interesting. It's pretty interesting. Gurguit with some of the new supports. Well, the new grade 1, I think, Yosefus, right? So yeah, this one's 4. Wow. Yeah, four of the grade 3 Aglavale, which is pretty interesting. All right, cool. Second place was just is this a Himiko list? All right, Himiko. Not even Regalia, just a Himiko. Just a Himiko? Really? All right. That's nice. And then Xenonstorm with the Sentinel Games V tournament. It's been a while since there was a V tournament in the STD. It's still showing why it is one of the best deck currently. Yes, you are correct. I think Spectral Duke Dragon is very strong. Very strong, especially a V. Right. Mikey Ramirez, I missed this one last week. Sorry, Mikey, but we are featuring it today. Bushiroad Shop League V Premium at Darkhound Games. Finished second with Raging Form. That is a pretty good result. He lost the Prominence Core in the finals, though. Out of all the decks, Prominence Core. Come on, man. But yeah, no, it's good stuff. Always good to see a Raging Form deck. You know, a Raging Form deck rather than a Loire deck. Yeah. All right, so good job. Next we have Vanilla with the Top V Premium Tournament report. We finally received our Clan Collection stuff, and we immediately played with them with these results. First was PJ with Fenrir. All right, so Fenrir with new Clan Collection stuff. Second was Kenneth with Gavrail. Right, so just the good old Uzume combo that we've been seeing. And then third was Yusha Sama with Plon. Ooh, Plon. Okay, interesting. And then lastly was Vanilla with Nightmare Dolls. Right, Nightmare Dolls. So okay, yeah, Nightmare Dolls, V Nightmare Dolls. Seems alright. Cool. Next we have is just, well, lastly we just have what looks to be another kind of Uzume inspired list for Gabriel, although you could say that all Gabriel lists kind of look the same nowadays. It's running 2 Belly Meds Angel instead of running like the 4 for the Sariel. So I guess you can do that. Dragon Empire, we have a Narukami with Book, right? Pretty standard practice now. And then in Dark Zones, we have a Shaharot list here, which is still good. Shaharot plus number of terror. Can always high roll, always beat people. It's not an issue, so always be prepared for it. And then lastly, here we have a Pale Moon list, right? Pale Moon. Yeah, Nightmare Dolls. Nightmare Dolls. So, okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Next we have is James Niga from the Infinite Cards V Era Shop League. First was Dimension Please with by Chris Bowen. So, ooh, nice. Nice, yeah. Dimension Please. I like the heavier draw Dimension Please, just so, just because you can do so much already, right? You get so many crits. The crits feel kind of wasted. You might as well want to get more pieces. So again, I do value the draws more, and I think it's correct. Right? I think it's correct. We also have a Team Vanguard channel that mainly focuses on premium games and deck profiles. Come check us out. So Team Ham. Right, so okay, as long as it's not playing a video, but yeah, go check them out, pretty good. All right, and then next we have is Ranger for Show, Time Walk, Surabaya, Ninja, last premium cup, V premium cup last qualifier. All right, first was himself, right, running Link Joker. Yeah, so yeah, this is the it's Chaos Messiah. Actually Chaos Messiah, right? Actual Chaos Messiah, not just straight up Messiah. I still can't believe winning using this personal recap on a thread below. But yeah, you won with Chaos Messiah. Wow, man. Wow. Only one Volco as well. Interesting. Yep. So, oh, sorry, there's more lists, right? There's more lists. Second was the Michael with Prism. Right, so it just looks like a pretty standard Prism list, right? Nothing funky yet. And then third was Adana with CO Fenrir. So yeah, I mean, I guess they named it correct. The deck's more about Yggdrasil than it is about anything else. So yeah, CO Fenrir is correct. Right? Good job. Good naming sense. Good naming sense, right? Next we got Cryogenic Zombie, week 1 of clan section, first place with Das Auto. So this one actually just a pure Messiah list. No gimmicky chaos cards. Surprised he's not running Burst Monk though, unless he really needs that removal. Right. So okay, I think this is fine. I think this is still fine. And then the next we have is Magnolia. We have Bermuda Triangle. Right, Bermuda Triangle. This is just Plawn. We've seen this quite a few times already. Yusha-sama, TRC V Prem Tournament. Cuts and Brews Cafe, 5 rounds, got 3rd place. Adding Lieselot did add a bit of early game to the deck. Okay, so that's cool. I've seen it really comes down to you. I know some people swear by Lieselot. Some people just want to live, right? They just want to run 4 Phenas, no matter how like low value is. If you just have to live through that early game to be able to experience that late game, right? So. I think it's up to personal preference. Got Morikawa Friday night V Premium top list. First place was ECAB with Highlander, right? So pretty good, right? Nice Highlander list. Second place was Yusha with Melody, right? Melody. Oh, surprised. Highlander beat Melody? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, dude. Next, usually somebody's just kind of showing off his deck. Pretty good run overall. At ECAB, I'm sorry I wasn't able to put up a better fight. Pearl Sisters, best girls indeed. Alright, so yeah. Alright, cool. Good job, Yusha-sama. Alright. And then we have ECAB himself, the winner, I guess. So lucky today. Many Mermaid can compete for the best girl in this deck, but we all know that it is Pearl Sisters in the end. Okay, all right, okay, yeah, I dig, right? Moving on, we have we have premium time now. I got Bram Delaporte here, Ulst Premium Shop League. First was Dylan Schuppen with Narukami, right? And this one is the Vanquisher build of Narukami. So very easy to translate into premium, right? So good job. Second was Glenn Vanderbolt with Nubatama. Ooh. Just running Shiranui. He's just running that Shiranui. Not even the new Shiranui as well. right? So pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Interesting to see how these new Batama decks shape up in the format, you know, because they're always annoying, so you can kind of expect them to be strong. But apart from like GBT14, it doesn't feel like they've been doing that much, even though they seem to have a lot of decent tools. So kind of interested to see how they're going to turn out in premium. And third, we got Nikki Sage Saunders playing Bermuda Triangle. Is this it's Coral, is it? Okay, Coral. Okay, it's just not. I dig. I can take that. Right, so pretty nice. Good job. So yeah, we have one of those decks from the old ages. Again, just saying, I think we get one of these every week, but there's just kind of a resurgence of playing old formats. And here we have an old Amon list, right, which is basically back then was just Doran's the Thruster deck. Yeah, we got 4 of her right there, so the deck works, right? But onto some more real news. Again, Morikawa tournament, got the premium monthly top decks. First place was Seraph with NLK Baromagnes. So this is kind of like the more evolved version of the NLK lists. And we can see, yeah, it's come first. It's done pretty well. So here we go. Second place was Dusty with Vanquisher. So this is V slash, you know, kind of, it's not V, but again, it's just V upgraded Vanquisher. Looks like just like you upgrade some of your Stride Fodder, or I guess your grade 3 searcher into Stride Fodders, and some of your Null Guards, and you have a nice premium deck. Then we got Ashwin with the DP man himself, right? More DP than different fight, I think, because he gets to play more tournaments, right? So he gets to feature him more. So he came in 3rd place, and then 4th place we got VT with Vanquisher. So Vanquisher? No, it's not Vanquisher. It's Harry. Alright, it's Harry. Don't get them mixed up. Come on. They're very different decks. They've got a Harry in top 4 as well. So very diverse top 4. And yeah, it's good to see. Good to see, right? This is basically the pre-show. The pre-show for this weekend. Alright, so cool. Next we have is Ashwin himself. This is the Morikawa monthly premium tournament. And he came 4th. We saw it already. Right, this is the picture without his feet. So yeah, good stuff. And then lastly, we have some Megalonica decks. First, we have Zamboni Ringerini already posting his bro deck, because what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna read it? We are. All right, we're gonna take a quick look at it. He's playing Granblue. All right, well, they're playing Granblue. You know, running a looks like more Night Rose focus with like four Skull Dragons. Hey, pretty nice. He's running like one Ursula. Right, cool. Also running one Fancy Bell. Also got one Honolulu here. Cool, right? I think this is all pretty nice to see. But yeah, just very I guess it's kind of updated, you know, Granblue list. So I can dig that. And last of the day, we have Kuroneko with the Morikawa premium monthly tournament. Came 5th, right? So he bubbled out of top 4. But yeah, he was playing Highlander. You can see this like Bitcoin Tech, right? So it was pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. Stops a lot of decks, or gets to be used against a lot of decks. But yeah, Highlander. I'm not sure how many Highlanders we're gonna see in a remote fight for a weekend, because just bear in mind, it does take a long time for it to resolve its effects. But yeah, it's still a deck that people will take. So maybe we'll see some of it. So yeah, that is it for this week. If I've missed anything, just let me know and I'll feature you next time. If you want to submit your lists, go hashtag VG Top Decks and post your deck lists. I'm sure next week we're gonna get a lot of premium lists as well, because you know BRO happened, right? And last BSFO we got a lot too. Just from people just posting this. So we'll do a special one next week. Next one might be a bit longer than normal, right? Just because, yeah, we'll put in that extra stuff. So be sure to push your list, guys. It should be fun to see, at least, especially for premium. All right, especially for premium. All right, let me know what you guys think about the decks this week. Slightly quicker, I think, just because I've been able to be a bit more quicker than normal, which is thank God, because of all the technical issues I don't know I've been having with all the just like computer things, like browser things, or made that part go a bit more swift. Yeah, let me know, guys, what you guys think of the decks, and I will see you guys next time. All right, bye.